So, Anthony, what do you have to say? Moody Dad.
I got to say, don't get COVID. It's not good for your health. say no to say no to no mask.
No mask.
Wear the mask.
Wear the mask. Okay. Okay. What we gotta wear the mask for?
We gotta wear the mask because you wanna keep yourself safe, keep your family safe, keep everyone you come in contact with safe.
Okay.
It's important.
Okay. So, how does it feel to have COVID?
Oh man, didn't feel good. Stop, hey. We do the video later. Stop.
No, how did it feel now? How did it feel?
I'm done. I'm done.
Man, this is... So, how did it feel to have COVID?
Oh man. So it felt, different. It was a different experience. I know everybody goes through it in different ways, but for me, I just noticed things happening in my body. Here's the little one. We're gonna put them in the video too. I noticed little things happening, to my body that I feel like don't usually happen. Felt a lot of nausea,
Oh yeah, that's crazy.
So that part was crazy. But I think also one way I felt about it was there's a lot of, I think something that people don't talk about a lot is I feel like there's a lot of ways that it impacts you from a mental standpoint when you have COVID, at least for me in my case.
Dun, dun, dun.
So, wait, well, no corny. No, all right, we back. All right, so, so I felt like there's a lot of ways it can impact you mentally, or at least for me in my case, because the biggest thing for me was that, it was up and down. So some days I would wake up and I'd be feeling pretty good, feeling like myself. And then the other days I would wake up and I wasn't feeling like myself, and I'd probably have a headache, just feel real nauseated, not feeling good. So I think, unlike the flu or like the cold, like a cold, you would gradually just start getting better, and then your days would progress from worse and then go to better until you're just completely healed. Well, this, you would feel like you're getting progress, and then you would get kicked back down. So I think for me, that mentally impacts you because now it has your mood just thrown off. Because, you don't feel like the same type of way that you would from feeling. So I can see how for some people it can be a little depressing to be in that kind of situation where you don't really know if you're getting better, if you're getting worse, if it's going to get worse or it's going to continue getting better, because it's kind of random the way it kind of affects you and affects your body. At least, that's how it felt for me. So, I can definitely see how some people, they might just really just be battling with this, not only from a physical aspect, from, the effects it might be having on your body, but also from the mental aspect of what it's doing to you psychologically when you have it as well. And, really, right now, we don't know a whole lot about the impact of having COVID and the after effects. I know I've read where some people say that, even months later, they sometimes still have spouts where they have difficulty breathing and things like that.
Wait, so you saying months later? So
yeah.
What is that called?
What do they call it? I think they call it post COVID-19 symptoms.
Oh, okay.
So,
okay.
Yeah. So sometimes you can have post COVID-19 symptoms. So that's something else to learn about and think about. Why it's not something you want to get, because hopefully those symptoms eventually will just resolve completely. But it's something to worry about. Like especially if 5-6 months down the line, if you're still having symptoms, it's like, at what point will all of the post-COVID symptoms go away? I know even after, I tested negative, I think there have been a couple of days where, I felt kind of nauseated again in the same kind of way I did when I was, going through COVID. So So, like I said, my best advice is just, to try to avoid it as much as possible. Because I know a lot of people try to downplay it and say, oh, it's nothing, different from a cold or a flu. I mean, in our case, I feel we're very lucky. We're very blessed for it to come out to be a mild case. Okay, Capri Sun time.
AJ.
AJ wants a Capri Sun. We got to hook him up. There you go. So, I feel like we're very fortunate to be in a situation where we had mild case and mild symptoms, but not everybody else is.
That wasn't mild.
Well, not everybody else is so
Fortunate.
fortunate. So, I mean, that's just something to think about. So,
So you bring up a good point. You were talking about your mental aspect with COVID. How do you think it affects kids?
well, I don't know. Uh, from what from what I know, not that it's a whole lot knowledge. It seems like a lot of kids aren't being as affected as adults are. Obviously, older people over the age of 65 and up are being impacted more negatively. Um, on average, but for children, it seems like they seem to be managing it a lot better, which is different. But also, as far as from a mental aspect, especially for young kids and maybe like middle school age children and all that, I think the other aspect of it is that when you're being told to quarantine, even immediately after, I think, and then you have it, and then you can't be around others and people. So I think that part is definitely tough on kids as well because now they're also feeling alienated. So it's already been a tough year as it is, feeling alienated with everything else that's going on with the quarantine. So I think once you actually have it as a child and you understand that some people, whether they have asthma or whatever, sometimes it can be tougher on them, just playing that over and over in your mind as a child, and then also having to deal with the fact that you can't be around other people like that. I think that affects kids a lot too.
So can you tell me one last thing that you want to tell everybody? What do you think they should know from you, Moody Dad, about COVID? Like, what's very important? Like, is there anything they should take? Is there anything that they should do? Like, what do you think? What do you want people to remember this video and you saying?
I think that anything that they should really take from it is that I think people should just be focused on their health. I think it could be a wake up call on trying to control the things you can. Like I said before, everybody body reacts different to COVID. So one thing that we can all try to do is try to control what we can control, and that's as far as what we're putting in our bodies and what kind of health we're taking care of our own selves and our own bodies. Because I think even when I mentioned before, it was kind of up and down for me. Some days I feel good, some days I feel, not so good. On the days I would be feeling good, sometimes I would notice, which is kind of different, that like, I'd be feeling good and maybe I would want to, not always drink all the water and eat the soups, and maybe I was feeling good all day, and then I might just go to the pantry right quick and grab like a cookie or something like that and eat it. And then I felt like a lot of times after I did that, it seemed like I noticed a lot of my symptoms coming back that day and getting worse. So it's like it kind of makes you think about what we should be doing to take care of our bodies, and if we should not be putting processed food in our bodies and sugars and all those things that aren't healthy for you. Because a lot of times on the days where I was feeling better and I was eating healthier, making sure I'm only eating things, natural fruits, vegetables, what have you, and the rest of the day I felt good. So it's like that's something that you can really take from it as well. Just a wake up call for a lot of people, especially seeing that when you have underlying symptoms, it can affect you worse. just to remember to try to treat your body, with more care. Treat your body, as a temple, and just take care of your body more. Why you looking at it?
Treat your body as a temple, okay.
Okay.
You going to the,
I
we ain't gonna
mean,
get all in that, but treat your body as a temple. That's what I'm talking about.
that's good things to live by, good words to live by. So that's kind of what I was thinking.
Okay. Well, I think that's about it. We want the people to subscribe. More videos coming,
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Just stay safe. Everybody stay safe.
Okay.
Yeah.